Hello, everyone. Nikki says, "Hi, Mehran. Just stopping by. I'm going to watch my nightly show on Sunday, 90 Day Fiancé. Have a good evening." Okay, dear. Thank you for stopping by. I thought we are your nightly show. We've been betrayed. Linda says, "Hi, Mehran." Hello, Linda. Glad you're still live. Yes, live and alive. How are you doing? Well, actually, I'm doing okay. I just finished just about a few minutes ago a new series that I have been working on. Decided to do it yesterday, so I did most of it yesterday, but then I realized there was one part that was missing, still needed to be added, that I'd forgotten. So I finished that. So there's about 15 segments of, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour each, or maybe less. I'm not sure. I was in the zone. So now I got to do a bunch of editing as far as what I want to insert in part of them, because it comes from another piece of video that it was recorded in a local university that I was holding a seminar, and so I got to cut that, put it in there. So there's going to be lots of things involved, but I'm excited about getting it done for the people who are interested to know about how to deal with what intrusive thoughts are and how to deal with them, OCD, HOCD, and to know a little bit more about their psyche and how it works, so they can have a certain guideline. And then I will add a number of specialists and psychologists and psychotherapists and scientists and researchers in the link of those video segments of mine, so people will have more access to academic researchers as well as my own videos. So that's in a nutshell. Now you're up to date. That's Female 59 Ontario. Thank you for that. Hope you guys are all doing well and taking precautions and keeping well, and hope this damn thing goes away, leaves us alone, and we can get back to our lives. I certainly miss, and I know you guys are miss it, and it's not just the lifestyle and things that we were doing, it's that peace of mind and the status quo type of thing, the psychological security that we kind of were always in pursuit of, which is an illusory thing to be in pursuit of, but however, it was good enough compared to the psychological torture that we are receiving today, and who knows who's behind it, what's behind it, and so on. So Jeffrey says, "Hi, Mehran, 32 male, Toronto." Hello, dear Jeffrey. How's it going on your end? I was just talking to Linda about it. You're both in Ontario. Oscar Lee says, "I love your work." I thank you so much, Oscar. I appreciate it, and hopefully that I can finish the editing thing of this bunch of videos I did yesterday and today, and it'll be an addition to my OCD, HOCD playlist and the videos that I've made during the past 3 weeks, or the talks that I've held on the live talks, live streams. Linda says, Jeffrey says, "What is your best strategy when you have an anger attack in the moment?" Just don't, because all it does, it brings that energy that is tainted, negative, and brings your blood pressure up. It doesn't solve anything, anger, does it? I know it's something that we often, some of us, have been exercising in our life, has happened. But if we think about it, be mindful of it, doesn't do anything good for us. It just expresses our dissatisfaction and frustration, or perhaps fear and anxiety, which is rooted in our ego, in our desire, in our fears. So really is not doing anything for us. And if we focus on that, we might think twice before we get angry, because all it does is just expresses what we are dissatisfied with and against. But it doesn't really change what it is that dissatisfies us. It just says, I'm unhappy about this. Okay. I can perhaps say that in a different tone without getting myself all worked up. Because when you get angry, your whole system slows down. I mean, you think you're powerful, yeah, but you can use that anger for positive things, like dissatisfaction for something that is not just, and you want to make a change, and so use that as a fuel to pursue the changes and the plans for the changes that you have in mind, rather than just burst out of energy and use it up, spoil it, waste that energy with the anger. Use that energy for making a difference rather than the anger. I mean, that's what I think. I know it's not that easy, but we can think about it. And he says, I find when I have these anger attacks, I usually think of my ex, even though I haven't seen her in 6 months. Yeah, I just let it go. It's okay for people to be happy. It's okay for people not to like us. It's okay. I mean, your worth and value and happiness is not really dependent on if she's not happy or she is happy. Your own life is separate. Focus on your own life and let people be. Live and let live. Just don't give a damn. It's okay. Linda says, you're great. Since listening to you, my mind is not obsessing anymore. Good. And Linda says, healthcare is scary, not enough PPE, but doing okay so far. Thank God. Yeah, I know it's scary. I don't know really what's behind this. I really don't know what's going on. I hope it's gonna finish soon. I don't know if there are people behind this in the world who actually have caused this purposely, or is it really a virus that happened? Is it something else, electromagnetic fields that have caused this virus in us? Is it really a health issue? Is it a plan of, I don't know what it is. You see lots of videos and things on internet, but whatever it is, it's inhumane. Nobody can play God with us, and nobody should have the right to. And it's unfortunate not knowing. I don't know what's going on, but I hope that it will finish as quickly as possible without harming anyone, and let us all live our lives, because our lives belongs to us, not belong to any virus or any devious plans of some kind of, I don't know, bunch of people or whatever it is. You hear lots of things in these programs that are on YouTube and internet, and theories and so on, conspiracy theories and whatnot. But anyhow, it's not happy. It's playing with people's minds, and whatever it is, I hope governments would all be honest and protective of their people everywhere in the world. I know our government is, which that is a wish of everyone, and hopefully we'll all get back to our normal lives as soon as possible and be safe. Gavin, hello Gavin, where have you been? Gavin says, Mehran, hello Mehran, 27 from Tennessee, how are you doing? Thank you very much, good to see you, dear. And Gavin says, male 27 USA, my question is that I have hard time staying focused. You don't have a hard time to stay focused because you're focused. If you weren't focused, you wouldn't be unfocused. You're focused on something that makes you unfocused. And you know what you're focused on is the problem, not that you can't focus. Because obviously you're focused on something else. That's why you're not focused on this. So you have a focusing ability, but you're just not focused on what you want to be focused. You're focused on something else. Once you make that your focus and then be diverted from it to what it is here that you actually want to be focused. Okay, let me read the rest of it. He says, I get distracted very easily. I found small tasks extremely hard sometimes. So you're impatient. I always say I will get it done tomorrow, end up messing up again. You're distracted very easily possibly because you're too much in the future and too much in the past. Because the moment that is in front of you has no distraction. That moment, the now, there's nothing there to distract. It's like a table with only the mouse on it. There's nothing else there to distract you. When you're looking at the table with nothing but mouse on it, is like when you're in the now, in the present moment. When you're focusing on what it is that you're doing, which you are in the present moment, you're not in the past and you're not in the future. Therefore, it's like a table. There's nothing else but that one thing, the present moment, whatever you're doing. The problem is that you're not in the present moment. You're not focused on the present moment, that one thing, that one moment. Not all the time, just that one moment. Just focus on that one moment in present moment. I want to be one moment, just one moment, another moment, not one more moment, one more moment, just a moment. All about moment and the moments, but not all the moments should be in your thoughts at the moment. Only one moment at a time should be in your thoughts. So one moment, and new moment, and I'm here. So you train yourself to be here, nowhere else. It's like the horse that is running the race, and it's a very capable, smart horse that can pay attention and things can take its attention. That's why what they do, they put a blinder on. So it can only see one thing. One thing, like us, one moment, just one moment. And then we're neither in the past nor in the future. We are right where life is all about. And when life is moving, there is enough thing to keep you occupied if you're having full attention to that moment. Meaning you and the moment become one. There is no separating factor between moment and you. You become the moment. So you're living in life. Life is living in you and you are living in life. You are life, life is you. You're one together, because the mind is what is got full of inventory of thoughts, which is thoughts are the roots of conflicts and divisions. So in order to eliminate that, you take mind, thought out of the consciousness. And where's the consciousness? In the memory. So where is memory? In the past. Where is not memory? In the now, in present. So if you stay in the present, thought is out of consciousness. There is nothing in there because it's out of the consciousness, so it's not roaming around the memory to take you back or conjure up something to solve what past had, and you can't find the answer in the present, so you go to the future. So you won't be distracted if you simply be in the moment, be one with life, and be the life. You become life when you're in the moment. You create life when you're in the moment. And therefore, the focusing becomes easy because there's nothing else to take your attention away. There's only a table and the mouse. And just decide, are you the mouse or the mouse is you? Become one with life. Are you life or life is you? So, I hope that was something to confuse you enough. But I'm sure you're a smart guy. You pick up something from it. Jeffrey says, it's so true. It's illusory. I got laid off on Friday. Oh. Tazi Tuta says, good evening, Mr. Mehran. Good evening, Tazi. It says, man in black. Yeah, man in black. That's true. Well, I had this on when I was doing the video, so I said, well, it's a change. It's nice. It's cool, and the air is kind of cold, and this is good. No, so. Gavin says, I'm not sure if I have ADHD or what. Gavin says, I can't stay focused. What is your... Okay, we talked about that. Brain is a muscle as well. Like you go to the gym and get the muscles strong. But we don't do anything to get the mind strong. We must meditate. We must meditate. And I think that is what is missing in my series. I wanted to talk about meditation, but that's the part I forgot. Now we know. Damn it! That's okay. I leave it. I'm not going to go back in there. Oh, no. There's always something missing. I guess it's not the problem. The problem is me that I've got so much to say. There's always more I could have said. But, it would have been just a 2-week video then. Damn it! Yeah, I was just looking at a short video when we were in Maui, and life was different when we were all relaxed. And now we are here. So Jeffrey says, great answer. Thanks for your help, Mehran. You're quite welcome, dear. There's 17 of us here, guys. Could I ask you to click on like, if you will? And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd be appreciative. Linda says germ warfare. Yeah. Playing us like a pawn. GMK 72902 says, what do you think about one-side love? It's wonderful. There's no conflict. There's no problem. You just love. Unconditional love. Give love. And that's wonderful. Idolize. And move on. It's like walking in the garden. So many flowers. Just love. Don't touch. Just love. There would be no thorn. Don't touch. Just move on and just enjoy. That's all right. It'll change. It'll pass. These are pleasures of life. It's not a pain. Being in love is great. It's lovely. But when the desire comes in the picture, and ego, and then fear of not having what you already don't have, these are then messes it up. Just enjoy the love. Muhammad says, hi Mehran, I hope you're okay. Thank you very much, Muhammad. I appreciate that. And Oscar says, I apologize about my profile picture. It looks funny. It's very immature, as I made this account when I was but a young child. I'm now in my late teens. Oh, all right. You know, you can always go in there, change the avatar, I guess. And that's all right. Kutek says, hi Mehran, mail from Slovakia. Here is 7 o'clock a.m., is it? Yeah, it must be. Is it? No. 7 o'clock. It can't be in the afternoon. And what, you guys have what? 6? You don't have 18 hours difference. Can't be 7 o'clock. This is 3:24 here. And usually you're what, 9 hours ahead? So it must be what, 12:30 or 1 o'clock. It says, how to stop caring what X thinks about you and don't allow her opinion matter so much. Well, tell me, does it matter? What does it do, what she thinks? Does it take away your pay from your work? Well, right now it doesn't, because nobody has work. But when we did, or when you do, what does it do? How powerful is that X? What species is it? Which planet does it come from? That it can actually change the quality of your life by her thoughts. So who cares what she thinks? She's another biological entity that is subjected to coronavirus and everything else. She needs to eat, she needs to get water, she needs to do this and that, and she's probably laid off, or will be, or could be. So what's this mystical power that you've created out of her, that what she utters, you should care, and it's going to create a turmoil in you, and what? So what? Like millions of other people can say things about you. What does it matter? It doesn't, because you don't know them. Now this one you do. And you think because you know her, then it's going to make a difference in your psyche. No, it doesn't. It's going to make a difference in your relationship with the universe, with nature, with life. No, it doesn't. All it can do, make a difference to her, if it does. So see her for who she is. Just another human being, as worthy or unworthy as the rest of us, capable or incapable, the rest of us, subject to the rest of the things, elements and whatnot, and the needs that the rest of us are. So you've made that a big deal out of her, in your mind, because of the desire you have, and the ego and the fear that you've been conditioned to care about things that really don't matter. My image in the society. What image? What is their image? You're worried about your image in the eyes of the society, which are made out of people who they themselves worry about their image in the eyes of the rest of them. So, who cares? How important can that be? Not really. Don says, hello, my love. Hello, darling. Says, hope you're well, and so the same for you. Hope you are all well and taking good care of yourselves, keeping healthy and safe. Muhammad says, male 25, Iran. Oh, hello, Muhammad. You're reaching us from Iran. You must have a special, what is it, filter or something that you can catch us there. So I find something bothers me after my breakup, sir. Yeah, naturally. And he says, and it's this question that, what if I don't find that kind of love anymore? Great! Because why would you want a kind of love that breaks up with you? The hell with that kind of love. You actually don't want that kind of love. You want a better, reliable, compatible, practical, functional, cordial relationship. Why would you want a love that has broken up with you? That's not love. Nonsense. So change your vocabulary, change your expectation, understand what you're saying. Why should you want someone who doesn't want you? Why? Because in that country they've made vagina such a big deal. I gotta have a girlfriend because I want to feel that, because it's so difficult, or have made a taboo out of it. So suddenly she's higher than you just because what? Pleasure? What has she made out of herself? What has she accomplished? Other than the fact that you have made an image of that what you've been conditioned to want all your life as a boy, a wife who would love me and I would be the man of the house and I would have that echelon and the picture and the image and it's all in her hands. No, it's not. It's not. Why should you want someone who hasn't really done anything to better herself other than being a female, pretty or not, a female, which you are programmed as a heterosexual male to want? That is not her doing. That's the way you're put together. What is her credibility? Look at her, not your urges based on your gender and your programming in your genes. That's got nothing to do with it. She's not responsible for that. She didn't create that. It's not, that credit doesn't go to her. What has she accomplished in her life? Who is she? Her behavior, her manners, the way she treats you? Or she's also another puppet of the society that she pretends that she's almighty. What is she? Why do you not look at the actuality of the person and the consciousness that you're trying to bond? And if it's not bonding, it doesn't matter how she looks like and what your desires for intimacy is. That person is disqualified based on the fact that she's not paying enough attention to you and not compatible with you and not want to be with you. Therefore, she's disqualified for that very one reason. Why should you want someone who doesn't want you? What has she got over you? What has she got more than you? It's only your desire that is connecting you with her. What else? Bunch of words she says and colors that she wears and movements. What else has she done for you? Now, run with that. Run with that and figure it out for yourself. You're a smart guy. 25 years old, your hormones going to the roof, and you think that is a credibility and a qualification for her. No, it's not. It's for you. You can make an angel out of everybody. Don't. Come to your senses. Qualify them. Benjamin says, what is your best tip on boosting your confidence? Build your life. Focus on protecting who you are, believing in yourself, and move on to build a better version of yourself. Accomplish your task, studies, focus on your future, plan for it, learn things, knowledge. Make yourself to research things, learn things. Believe in yourself, protect your core values. Do not be misled. Do not be distracted. Stay on course. Move away from distractions, including your thoughts. Focus on building, producing, creating. David says, hello, Mehran. Male 24 Dallas. Hello, David. Gavin says, thank you so much, Mehran. Universe bless you. May universe bless us all and protect us all. Sadaf Hassan says, hi, Mehran. How are things in Canada? Well, we're still here. It's a sunny day, and I was just a few minutes ago talking to Linda from Ontario that I finished a series on intrusive thoughts, OCD and HOCD, and was quite a bit of doing and enjoyment, and I just finished it, and I have to now do some editing. It's about, I don't know how many segments, maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7, but I just noticed that I missed one thing that I wanted to talk about, which was importance of meditation. And I was just saying, oops, finally I forgot another thing. I finished it last night and I realized there was one segment that I missed, so I finished that segment today before my live talk. Then I now, in the live talk, noticed that the part that I was talking about meditation, I missed it. But anyhow, I'm not going to do it anymore. Maybe I will, I don't know. I got to insert it somewhere. All right. Sadaf says, wanted to ask how to choose between two people for marriage. Ooh. Both of them have pros and cons. What do you do when indecisive? What are the key things to look for? Well, that's a question you got to ask yourself, because you probably have a certain standards and certain things you're looking for. One thing is for sure, whichever you choose, make sure you have a document giving you permission to divorce one-sidedly. You choose to divorce, and that can be done. Because I understand legally you can't get away with it in that country unless before marriage there's a document in the marriage that authorizes you, that grants you the right to divorce unilaterally. So don't forget that. That's your freedom. So, not taking anything away from the men that you are considering, but so none of them can manipulate you or pressure you in that country with the laws that it has, which is all for men mostly. So you protect yourself on that. So you focus on manners, you focus on behavior, genuine behavior, not a pretense, because in that country, before marriage, probably, oh, maybe Saraf, I'm making a mistake. You're not from Iran, right? Then maybe I'm making a mistake. I thought you were from Iran. That's why my comments were geared to that. But perhaps, yeah, I think I'm mistaken. You're from Dubai, no? So I don't know how the laws are there, so you probably know what to do. But anyhow, make sure that you are liked and loved based on what you have made out of yourself, rather than based on your looks and physical attributes to their mind. And also look for things that are important to you, their mentality, the way they behave, the way they interact with you, what they bring to the table as far as, security, and so on and so forth. I mean, the rest of it is all personal things, I guess. Loyalty and lifestyle, naturally ability to provide in case, although you're probably independent, but education, but not just education, social education, academic education, behavioral education, um, philosophy of life, and the actual efforts and actions, and not just ideas and talks. And you can see that in their day-to-day life. Pretty much that's all I have to say about that. Abdul Razak says, are you attending a funeral today? I hope not. I hope not. Abdul Razak, is it the first time you're here? Obviously it is, isn't it? Give us your protocol, if you will. Your age, gender, and where you're tuning in from. Petite Man, where have you been? Petite Man says, Mehran, how have you been? How is your channel doing? The channel is doing as what it always been doing, mediocre. The ones who find it, they swear by it, they love it. But the problem is not with the channel. The problem is with the exposure, and people don't know the channel exists, not the 2 million that I'm hoping that they should have known by now. We've got the 2, do we? Maybe not. We're not 20,000 yet. We're almost there. And Gavin says, I'm going to start meditating for 30 days and will come back and share my progress results. Okay, why 30 days? Why not every day? What's wrong with it? You sleep every day, so you get up and have breakfast every day. You wash your face every day. Just do 5 minutes, 10 minutes meditation every day, or as long as you want. Linda says, Lol, your laugh is contagious. Yeah, that's why I can't stop laughing all day long. When I started, I stay home. That's it. Can't go out. I'll be laughing all the way. I wish I was laughing all the way to the bank, but not happening. It's not in the cards, is it? Austin Power codes. Okay, Oscar says hello from the United Kingdom. I'm all tucked up or tucked in? Oscar, tucked up in my bed and listening to your videos. It's 11:20 p.m. Ah, good. Enjoy. Oscar says, when you laugh, it actually cracks me up so much. Maybe I should go stand in front of a bank and keep laughing. Maybe it cracks them up open, and then people can just simply get rich by their generosity. All right. Don't want it mean any implication. It just mean that I don't know, laugh somewhere that they would just pour good stuff out of it. That's what it's supposed to mean. Now, let's see. Nico Metushi says, hi, I hope you are okay. Thanks to be with us. Well, thanks very much, Nico. Please don't forget to give us the protocol and let us know what your gender and age and where you're tuning in from. Petit Man says, speaking of meditation, I have been trying to lucid dream for the past few weeks, but I don't seem to getting anywhere. Have you tried lucid dreaming before, Mehran? No. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. I now looked it up. Yes, I have. I have. Many times. Lucid dreams. Yes. And Steve says, good afternoon, Mehran. Good afternoon, Steven. Male 39, Los Angeles. So, bonjour, monsieur. Says, had to work today, so will listen in as much as I can. All right. Glad that you're with us. The petite man says, my bad. I forgot the protocol. England, 18, male. Yes, thank you for that. Khan Khalifa says, hi. Hello, Khan. Don't forget protocol. Just like above the line, just like petite man. M for male, 18, age, England, where he is. Stephen says, my ex showed up, say hi, about 3 weeks ago. Then last week called to ask something about her car. It makes me think of how things used to be, and it bothers me. I know she's not the girl I want because of the baggage she brings and how she's been towards me. It's the memories at times that distract me from moving on completely. And she knows that. That's why she's calling you, asking you about the car. Say, listen, I'm not your boyfriend. You're not my girlfriend. Just call call a mechanic. End it. Simple. Otherwise, you'll be enticed because behind that voice, you're not just hearing the voice, you're seeing her body, you're seeing all the memories, the sex and all that. That's how she's trying to get back into your life. Don't. You know the story, therefore don't. If you want to, be free and be balanced and not fall into that same crap again, then be assertive and say, it's nice to hear that you're well. I hope you're well. But please recognize that we've moved on, both of us, and I wish you well. And therefore, I think you can call someone who knows about cars more than I do, mechanics and so on, and that's the end of that. Because, you can read through it. Don't be silly, dangling something in front of you. Don't fall for that. Don says, I find it weird when people are wanting their ex back. It's crazy wanting someone who doesn't want you. Ex for a reason. Move on. Yes, that's absolutely correct. And Khan says, Khan 23 Australia. Thank you for that. And Khan says, how do you keep motivated after a downfall? There's no other choice. Is there any other choice? You're a reasonable man, aren't you? Is there another choice other than being motivated after a downfall? Where can you go when you're downfall? If you're not motivated to get up, where do you go? Nowhere. You just run on the floor. So is there somewhere to go? Something to gain on the floor? No. So what's the natural reaction to a downfall? Got to come up. Whether you want to give yourself motivation or not, that's a different story. But look at your needs. Look at logic. Look at if you like where you are. What motivation do you need? If I am somewhere that I don't like it, do I need a motivation to get out of there? No, I just focus on the fact that I don't like to be here. Do you like to be on the ground? Then stay there. If you don't, what do you need motivation for? If you don't like where you are, that means you like somewhere else. Where do you like it? Well, you like to be up. So therefore, get up. You don't have to wait for excuses to do good to yourself. Just do good. Motivation to get up. Motivation to, because I fell. Well, you fell, get up. Motivation to defend myself. Somebody's punching me. All that is defend yourself. You don't need motivation for everything. The fact that you're here, that was the motivation for everything, goddamn thing that's going to happen to you. You have the motivation to counter it and protect yourself. Fight it, resist it, find solutions. The motivation is not for every little thing that happens. Motivation has already been given to you by you being born. So that's the motivation. You follow that. Muhammad says, So, Mehran, I am in a new relationship with a girl, and my problem is that most of the time she is quiet. And I love a sense of humor or creativity in a girl. But other than that, she's kind and loving, but I must do the talking most of the time. What should I do? Talk to her about it. Say, listen, are you shy or don't you have anything to say? If you don't, please remember this is a long life. Read something, educate yourself, find your interests. There's so many things to be, otherwise, you'll be limited to a mechanical life, mechanical thinking. I do this, I get that, I gotta go this, and this will be continued every day. And when things become mechanical, mind becomes dull. When mind becomes dull, life becomes dull. If there is no stimuli, if there is no challenge between you and life by the projects that you take on and the challenges you take on, solutions you want to find, advancements you want to make, then life becomes not stimulated and it becomes dull, and the brain becomes dull. Relationship becomes dull. When it becomes dull, you want to change the environment to make it exciting. And what's going to be that leading to? Breakup. Just like when the mind becomes dull when there's nothing to do in a room, you get up and you walk out, you go out running because you got to change the environment. There's nothing, that room is empty. There's no challenge. And when brain feels that way in a relationship, which can lead from a unchallenged mind, it moves into other parts of life, which could be the relationship itself. The relationship becomes mechanical, and then the relationship becomes dull, and then you will want to do the same thing as you did when you were in a room, empty room, that you wanted to get out, change your environment, so you will have other things to occupy yourself with, which would mean you want to leave the relationship to find other things that would excite and stimulate and challenge you. So talk to her about this. All right. Oscar says, I'm now heading off to bed. As I thought you said you were already in bed. What happened? You changed your mind? As it's getting quiet late now. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, dear. Khan, okay, and this message is held for review. Psyche says, good evening, male 25, Poland. Since I'm single, I got addicted to porn and masturbation. Now, during quarantine, it seems impossible to quit it. How do I consider, what? Something considered porn? Is it bad for men? No, it's not bad. All it does is just eventually you become insensitive. Like when you're then with your girlfriend, it's not an amazing thing because you kind of insensitize yourself a little bit. So just try to find a girlfriend. That would be better. Moderation, everything in moderation. A little bit may be enjoyable, but too much is just, that becomes a virtual relationship, which is, but you know, how old are you? 25? You're 25. Well, you know, you need it, go for it, but moderation, always moderation. And Sadaf says, how important is money? It is very important, but it cannot be important when the person who brings the money is an asshole. Remember that. You cannot have a relationship with money. The relationship is with the consciousness of the person. As much money they may have, life becomes boring if there is no connection, stimulation between the minds and the relationship, trust, love, honor, faithfulness, and cooperation, and teamwork, and genuine interest, sharing directions and plans in life, cooperating to make all that come together. I sound like James Kirk in Star Wars. I don't know why. Dawn says, I'm going up the wooden hill now to bed. The second floor, you mean? Night, night, all. Love you lots, Mehran. Catch you again soon. Okay, darling. Have a nice evening. Sleep well. Ambition Freestyle. Clee says, male 16, Florida. All right. Thank you for that. Muhammad says, that's exactly what I think, Mehran. Merci. You're welcome, dear. Petite Man says, okay, Petite Man says, Ambition Freestyle says, I recently have just fallen into an awful obsessive cycle where I obsess over if I am straight or not. It's awful and I don't know anymore what I am and it sucks. I've been in this cycle for 7 months. Yeah. It's making my life hell. I've watched all your HOCD videos. All right, good. And in the description of my HOCD videos, especially the one that I will put the link up here for you, there are tons of, and I mean tons of, links to specialists, psychologists, and researchers, scientists, psychotherapists that I would like you to watch them all, and plus this video of mine that I am going to put it up here for you, and hopefully if you haven't watched this, watch it. And I have a I guess 7-part segment that is coming up as soon as I get the editing done. I just finished it today. Since last night I was doing it. And there's one portion I might want to add to it, so it might take me maybe another bit to do it, about meditation, how to make the mind strong. And then we're done with it. And hopefully you will be focused on what these researchers like Dr. Philipson and Dr. Jan Weiner, these are brilliant psychotherapists, clinical psychotherapists, and there are many links. I have like maybe 20 links there, and you just educate yourself and you'll be clear that this is just HOCD, which is just thought, nothing else. And in my series, it will explain to you the role of mind a little bit in addition to what these researchers and doctors have explained how that thing is. SM, no, that was done. SM, you're right. She was painting the mansion. I think it must have finished by now. And Khan says, I have always wanted to get into medical school. However, I met a girl during my pre-med degree whom I thought would be my wife, but we broke up due to major issues with her family not supporting us. What does it have to do with you wanting or not wanting to become a doctor? You continue what you want to do, whether she's going to be your wife or not. What does that have anything to do with it? So this whole situation steered me away from my goals. Why? And this is the downfall I'm talking about. I have little time to sit the medical school entry exam. I am struggling to keep myself together. Oh, listen, this is the crunch time. This is most important than the girlfriend that didn't work out. The girlfriend that didn't work out focus on the word didn't work out. So why are you investing on something that didn't work out? You got to invest your time and energy logically on what's going to build your life and be one of the integrate factors of having the kind of wife that you would want to attract. Because, believe it or not, it makes a difference if you can provide and you have money and you have a good job and you have educated yourself, and the type of woman that you would have a chance with would change, and you would have more selections and interest from them towards you. So this is exactly your motivation that you're looking at, that you want to make your life better, that you want to move away from something that didn't work out and bring something to your life that does work out, and become independent, take the control in your hand, become someone who can call the shots in your life, and not your desire or your ego or your fear or whatever else it was that made it not work. Who gives a shit? Be independent, free. And that means go for the exam, do a damn good job at it, get in there, become a doctor, and have the kind of wife and life that you really, really want. Because that's what's really a possibility, an important thing to pay attention to. Not the one who didn't work out. Didn't work out, you already know it. So what's there to be focusing on? Go and focus on the one that you want to make it work, and it can work. Because it's all up to you, not in hands of somebody else for what you want. All right. Zadkil says, hi Mehran, 26, male from Sweden. I should learn how to say hello in Sweden. Hello? Is that what? In Swedish? It feels like insanity to choose a woman when she will always have far more options and can thus be inclined to leave you at any point. How do I overcome this fear of mine? Don't go in with visual and sexual desire to choose your woman. Although that is very important and you will have that in mind, but look at their qualities and focus on how unique you are rather than thinking how many choices they have. Who cares? If they have choices, they can go. And you have to be confident about yourself, and that confidence will bring them towards you, have them gravitate towards you. But if you keep thinking, oh, they have so many choices, well, they can go. And you select them right and have enough spend time with them to see what their real character is, rather than, what. And your luck is that you're living in Sweden. So many beautiful girls there. So it's not like a shortage of pretty girls there. So just as she has lots of maybe opportunities, so do you. If you look at the population in Sweden, not Switzerland, sorry about that. In Sweden, hang on. All right. They're pretty much even. There's as many women as there are men. So they may have several men looking at them, but eventually there will be one woman for one man. So the women who have many choices, they have to choose one, and the men cannot constantly be going around. If you look at the graph here, which I will send you right now, you will see that they're all, since 2009 to 2019, it's always been the same. The numbers are equal. which means you have no problem. It's not like there are more men available. No. Or there are more, no, there's just the same. So you're at no disadvantage. So think of it this way. And Zadkir says hedge is how you say, or hey. It's not hedge, huh? Is it hey or hoy? H-E-J, hedge, or H-E-J sounding Y? Hey or hoy. Says is how you say hello in Swedish. Thank you for that answer. Dammit Garm. Oh, you speak Farsi. That's cool. Wayne says, hi, Mehran. In general, I think in Europe, the general feeling is the coronavirus is our greatest challenge since World War II. How do you think our society as a whole will cope and change in this time? Well, I really don't know. Wayne, first of all, good to see you, dear. Is male 47 from Ireland. Wayne is from Ireland. He's Irish. I really don't know how legitimate this thing is. I don't know if it was, just somebody let this biological warfare out, or it was a plan to, I don't know, to do something to the population. So many innocent people. And some bastards have decided something like that kind of a gimmick. Or is it really a virus that was accidentally made, or was it a virus that escaped from the laboratory? I don't know. Or was it planned? I have no idea. I just hope that everything is as honest as it seems to be, and everybody would escape from it and be healthy and protected. I wish that for all of us, because we all deserve a good life, a healthy life, safe life. And we've been doing our best with all the shit that these governments around the world have been creating havoc on other countries and their own countries, and the topic of dictatorial and cutting all the rights of the liberties of people. And you can see that happening all around the world. So I don't know if this is really legitimate or not. Is it something else going on? Is it electromagnetic things that is causing it? I have no idea. But what I know is I wish everybody to be safe. I wish everybody to be observing the recommendations of the researchers and governmental bodies who mean well, and hopefully they do, and then we all cooperate together and just stay disciplined and see how we can deal with this thing. Otherwise, I'm like everyone else who's wondering how this thing happened, and suddenly the whole world is affected. How damn this thing is that is traveling like this, affecting everywhere. Is this really natural? Whether it is or not, I hate it. I just want everybody to be safe. Arjan Patel says, hi, Mehran. I live in India. I am forced to get married. Forced? At my age. What is your age? You didn't say that. Arjan, put that protocol. What is your age? And Arjan says, and I have to marry a woman, but I have never come out as gay because of cultural problems. What do I do? And Arjan says, I have no choice. If I don't, my parents will disown me, and I don't have much money, so I cannot have my own place or anything. And Arjan says, I have to live a lie of being straight in a homophobic country. Uh-huh. That's a problem. Of course, it is a problem. I that country is very difficult, I understand, in such matters, but I don't know the consequences of the personal consequences to you in that country. Therefore, I can't make any suggestion or recommendation for the concern that it might not work in that country and it could, uh, put you in jeopardy. So I leave that to you to discuss it with your elders and perhaps social workers there and some people that you can trust and see what is a solution for you. Unfortunately, I best not to, because it's a country I don't know about and what hazards or consequences could await you if, let's say, the suggestion is not practical over there. Spichu says, how do I stay sane and act classy while working in the same place with X? It gets better in couple months. We're having party and we should bring someone. I'll die when I see her with another man. Ah, well. She's not the essence of life. Life goes on. There's so many other possibilities out there. So she goes with another guy. What kind of a trophy is that? Why would you want to be interested in a girl that is going with another guy? So you go and find yourself another girl. This will pass. It's not something that you will be thinking about her next year. If you don't want to, don't think about it. Go on with your life. She's just another human being. She's not going to bring solution to your life. Oh, no more rent you have to pay. Oh, you don't have to work anymore because she's in your life. No, you got to do the same things you do regardless she's in your life or not. So all she is really a personal preference for a relationship, not that she's going to solve your lifelong problems such as duties and responsibilities and plans that you should have or the challenges that may come towards you. None of that will be taken care of by you being with her. It's just pleasure. At this point is pleasure, intimacy, desire, ego. That's it. Nothing else really, if you look at it. So many other wonderful women out there, and you can go on and have a relationship with them. Adrian says, hello, Mehran. This is Rocky. Hello, Adrian. Yeah, Adrian. I was hiding from Ivan Rego. Yeah, you've been absent. Till now, now I'm hiding from coronavirus in the house. It's a big mess in Romania right now. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's unfortunate to hear all this. And Muhammad says, sir, I gotta say you helped me a lot during my bad times. I like to invite you to a dinner and talk about all kinds of teas that I don't know. If you come to Iran, well, listen, I haven't been to Iran for the past 40 years, almost 41. I haven't seen Iran for 41 years almost. And certainly this wouldn't be the right time to go there either. So I thank you for that offer of tea, but cello kebab would be preferred, and tea after, and perhaps some falude after that or before that. But we'll leave that for another time and another time in the century, and hopefully when there is no corona and the atmosphere would be in such a way that it would be more pleasant to see my birthplace. Arjun says, also I have been washing my hands a lot in this coronavirus, but I am getting OCD because of this, and I am washing my hands nearly 10 times an hour. No, don't do that. You don't need that. You don't need to do that. No, don't do that. That's not healthy. You don't need to wash your hands that many times. It says 10 times an hour. How can I stop my fear of germs? That's just in your thoughts, because germs, we don't see them anyhow. Germs are everywhere. We breathe them. And our system, it's not like we have no defensive system. Everything in our body has a defensive system. Our biology has a defensive system. The first one is our skin, which kills the microbes and germs and so on, and we wash it, and that's it. The rest of it, it's a barrier from all these things to get in there. And you wash it, that's enough. And the air that we breathe, it goes to our lungs, and then our system, defensive system, takes care of if there is any impurities there that could harm us. The only thing that we are not learning to have a protective system is our brain, is our mind. We believe every goddamn thing that shows up in there, when it's got nothing to do with us, is just like germs. But with germs, we understand. And we have reactions to it. We wash our hands and protect us. We have a protective system. In our thoughts, we have no quality control. Anything shows up, we think it's ours. It's not ours. And you should have a system for that too. The system would be to be mindful and aware that the brain is also capable of bringing out thoughts, intrusive thoughts and transient thoughts that is just like germs. It's not belong to us. It's from outside. And we should, by being aware of these possibilities, have that mechanical system, have that defensive system that would not take those thoughts seriously. OCD is a disease of believing your thoughts, whatever it is that shows up, rather than judging your thoughts and selecting your thoughts. Not that they show up, therefore they're credible. It's like your eyesight. It's an ability. Eyesight is an ability. You see it, but whatever you see is not you. Whatever you see, it's not for you. Whatever you see is not describing you. Whatever you see doesn't mean you got to go and pay attention to it or poke it and have it or eat it or touch it or whatever. Or like it. You see it and then you decide. Do I want to continue looking this side or look that side? But thought is the same. It's like seeing. Things show up. That's what it does. It makes things, thoughts. But you're not supposed to think any thought shows up, it describes me, it's about me, I should converse with it, I should pay attention to it. No, you just, like anything you see, you notice them, acknowledge them, as you move on to where you want to go. Use it as an apparatus to get you from the navigation, to get you from one place to another. Same thing with your thoughts. Shows up, you judge it, and you use it as, that's not what I'm interested in, that's it. I keep going, focus on what I want to use to help me with my plans or projects, or, accomplish something or produce something or whatnot, so forth. That's what OCD is doubting yourself and believing the thoughts. You have to have standards and stick to your standards, core standards, about what things will not change, what things will not be affected by no matter what kind of thoughts, how many times it shows up. That's my motto, you say. And stick to that. And we have a super chat from a kind person, obviously. Let's see. Super chat is from Wayne. Wayne has helped the channel with £25. Certainly appreciated, Wayne. Says, Mehran, is there any possibility that during the worldwide lockdown you could do a live meditation? I have bought all your books. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much for having bought all the books. I really appreciate it, and thanks for the super chat. Yes, of course. In fact, I discussed that just last time, that maybe if everybody would like, and if I have enough comments on maybe this very live talk, that if you guys want to have a once I upload it, you can just put it as a comment so everybody else will see and they could get into the act. If you want to have a meditation, then let me know, and you vote yes, and then we will see when we can arrange it, that everybody would be aware of it. We make notice of it. You guys post it on your social medias. Everybody will do so. We'll have a large number, and then we will definitely have it, and perhaps we'll continue having it more than just once in a while, especially at these times. And again, thank you very much, Wayne, for your kind support for the channel. John says, another day of no contact with her. When will the mind not give a shit? When you decide that it shouldn't give a shit. You're waiting for your mind to make a decision where it is you who should make the decision. If I was back at work, my mind would be more occupied. Well, if I had a mustache, I could be look differently. But it's not in the cards anyhow, because I don't want to have a mustache. I did have it one time. Or if my aunt had mustache, it would be my uncle. But it's not in the cards, is it? So you can't say if this, if that. This is what it is. What are you going to do about it now? Huh? You got to make a decision. Crunch time. You're going to be crushed, or you're going to crush it? Which will it be? You decide. And the answer is obvious in my count. It says, but all I do is wonder and wonder, wasteful on my part. Yes, it is. Don't wonder. Don't wonder, because if you wonder, you blunder. I just made that up, but it does make sense, doesn't it? Petitman says, hey, Wayne, thank you for supporting this channel. There we go. And Arjan says, thank you, Dr. Mehran. I will try this now. And Arjan, dear, I'm not a doctor. I want to make sure nobody is misled. I don't have any medical credentials. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychotherapist. I have my research done independently, and what I say is my understanding, experiences, life experiences, research based on the masters who have researched and pioneered these understandings 100 years ago or more. So, but thank you very much for your kind words. Petitman says that would be a great idea. I mean, well, put that in a comment once I upload this, Petitman. Chris says, it's all easier said than done. Our minds are fooling us. Yes, it is true. It is fooling us. But you, like anything else that is difficult in this life, you practice it, you train it, and you make difficult things happen. So remember our motto, and it's on my, I think, I don't know, somewhere, and I think it's on my Skype. It says, it's not important how difficult it is. It's important that it is possible. Don't focus on the difficulty of something that you want to achieve in life. Focus on the fact that it is possible. That should be your focal point. And that's how you get it done. All right, guys. Looks like that a watcher is here. Hello, watcher. And Majid is here. Hello, Majid. Petit Man says, Mehran, your knowledge and wisdom is that of a doctor. Well, thank you for kind words, but you know that I'm not a doctor. So, guys, it looks to me that it's 1 hour and 24 and 14 and 15 seconds and moving onwards. And I think it's time for me to end the live stream and get on with the completing the last portion of the series that I have been preparing for the HOCD and intrusive thoughts and so on. And hopefully I can get that done and then start editing it and see how that goes. So it's time for me to say I love you all. Thank you very much for being here and allowing me to share a thing or two with you guys. And I wish that you guys will all take good care of yourselves, take precautions, and be safe. And I look forward to talk to you again. In the meantime, be good to yourself, to the others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.